Got something. There we go.
How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to go out and catch some freshwater drum so we can cook and eat it. So join me on my adventure and let's get going.
I'm here on the river. I got 3 rods. I got this one with a night crawler, this one with some chicken, and that one over there is a carp rod with some corn. It's pretty cold today. We'll see if we get anything. So here I'm tossing a little Castmaster where the creek dumps into the main river. This is a perfect spot to catch drum or any other predator fish looking to eat small minnows or shad. The fish hanging here usually will be active fish, so they'll be chasing lures. The minnows and shad that hang out along the shelf, you can kind of see the shelf in the video where the water drops off into deeper water. The predator fish will hang out in the edge of that shelf and then come up and pick off any minnows or shad that wander too close to the deeper water. Little Castmaster is perfect for this type of fishing, as this time of year the shad are small in the creek. It's around October, and around October in this creek the shad are pretty small. They're about less than an inch, so I'm using a 1/8 Castmaster. Even larger fish will take this smaller Castmaster. I've caught wiper or striper that weigh 10-15 pounds on these little Castmasters. The depth of the water doesn't really matter as long as there's a drop off. Here there is about a 2-foot change in depth where this creek dumps into the main river, and that's enough for it to have a larger fish. Even a 15-pound striper will hang out in the shallower water. As long as it's actively feeding, it'll be right there at the where that shelf drops off. So I'm fishing for drum, but realistically I can hook up into anything. This river has striped bass, it has hybrid striped bass, it has sauger, it has walleye, it has largemouth, smallmouth, and spotted bass. So I can hook up into pretty much anything while using this little Castmaster. The reason I'm using the little Castmaster is because even though there's a bunch of different species in here, drum aren't a very popular fish, so they're quite abundant in the river. So the chances of hooking up on a drum on the little Castmaster are higher than, say, hooking up on a striper. I'll take a striper. I'm not gonna say no to a striper, but my main target right now is drum, and I'm more likely to catch a drum than a striper with this little Castmaster. Got something. There we go. See what we got. Something on the night crawler. Looks like a catfish. No, it's a drum. Yep, it's a freshwater drum. Guy hit the night crawler. You can see it in its mouth. These guys make looks like they swallowed it. Let me get the hook out. Alright, so here we got the drum. We already bled it out and put it out of its misery. I got a fish club and a pair of scissors. You just snip the gills and it'll bleed out, and that way the meat is a lot better. Oh, it's a beautiful fish, underappreciated.
So today we'll be making a gumbo with the drum we caught at the river. Let's go ahead and get started. So here we have all of our ingredients. Here we have the drum. I went ahead and filleted it. There's really nothing special to it. It's filleted just like any other fish. Drum itself is a very oily fish. It's a very firm fish, so it doesn't take well to frying. That's one of the mistakes a lot of people make with drum. They try to fry it, and because of the oil, the breading doesn't stick to the fillet as well. So the fillet ends up coming apart pretty much. The breading will fall off the fillet. Also, the drum is a very firm fish, so a lot of people expecting flaky meat are disappointed with the drum's texture. It's a texture closer to that of chicken. So drum itself takes really well to stews or soups. So that's why I'll be making it into a gumbo today. Once it simmers for quite a bit of time, the drum will be tender. It won't have that weird kind of rubbery texture after simmering for quite a while. Anyways, we'll go ahead and get started. I have all the ingredients. I have okra, I have my Creole seasoning, I have my Cajun sausage, some oil. Since I only have the two fillets, I'm adding um, some chicken to it. These are chicken thighs. They don't dry out as much as chicken breasts would. We got some salt, some pepper, some bay leaves, some green pepper, some onion, some parsley, and then some homemade chicken broth. You can use the canned stuff as well. I just like making my own. So I'm gonna get all this chopped up, and then I'll come right back. Alright, so we got everything chopped up. We got the drum chopped up, we got the chicken chopped up, the sausage, and the vegetables. I forgot to mention that I also add garlic to the gumbo. Alright, so here we got our finished gumbo. Here's the drum. Let me get a little piece. As you can see, it's pretty much flaky now. It's lost that weird texture. So I'll go ahead and finish my meal. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you'll be here on my next adventure.